figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Chargers of Orlando taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's Corral on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Raiders at 9-4 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing here, Corral. He shakes him off. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Corral. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And Corral will throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Austin Eckler, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Room for Jacobs there on 1st down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Ray.
Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll run it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing here, Corral. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Corral. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. 93 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
21. Let's go. Ready.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert running left off the option. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
That's good.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Switching it up. Corral going to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And in Orlando, 1st down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, Kaplan.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. There, the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Corral. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Second and 10. Corral now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion. Ready.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Go, go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 28 yards. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Chargers 28, Raiders 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, here's Corral. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Baylor Tiger.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Now it's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Eckler. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing here, Corral. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 41-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Corral. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer. 32 yards. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. And Corral will throw it. He finds Mayer here.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Corral looking to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Corral.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. Touchdown, Raiders! Jakobi Myers. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Another extra point opportunity here. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Set.
And they take a knee.
Set. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football, because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Hold up. Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands do. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me with the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands do. We ain't even. Man, submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you.